Okay, boss. Any pending from last? Pending. Yeah. Then there's a new concept called a semantic partition topic, which has come in from BW 7.3. Okay. Basically, we use this very simple topic. Okay? We use this for scalability. Normally, when you implement a warehousing solution for a very big customers, when you say big and double data okay, so when you say you're implementing a warehousing solution for a customer who's got huge amount of data, we always go with scalability. When I say scalability, splitting of data into multiple targets. Yeah. Then if it is, let's say now I give you a flat file. In any source, in fact, let's say it's got data for some 5 years of data from 2010 to 2015, 2010, 11, 12, 13, something. And I ask you to load data into this cube. You can load all the data into single cube. Yes? Good. That is one option. And other option is you create 5 cubes. Can you load one source, one flat file, or one table, one source? So one data source. Can this one data source feed data into 5 cubes? Possible. So you have 5 transformations, 5 DTPs. Can I do that? And then you combine all these queues with the help of multi-prod and then do reporting. So can you get something called parallelism? When you execute a query, it triggers query on multi-prod. Multiple split the query, multiple queries, execute those queries parallel, get this, get it, and get it. So we can improve performance of the queries when you do scalable, when you split data across targets. So before 7.3, what we used to do is we used to create cube 1, then copy cube 2, cube 3, cube 4, cube 5, cube 6, and we used to create it manually. What SAP has done is he wanted to have the same, he has given a lot of value to this concept of scalability, and he want to provide some solution which can speed up the implementation. Instead of me creating so many cubes manually, if I create one object, can it basically create all the cubes automatically for me? That is SPO. So you can create semantic partition with set of cubes or set of DSOs, whatever is possible. Yeah. ఎక్కడో ఫైల్స్ ఉందన్న యాడ్ పెట్టినామో తెలుపా. Yeah, I got some file here, and I got a field called year, which has got 2013, 14, and 12. We know how to create 3 queues with the same structures, and we can do that. But if I do that, it's taking more time to create 3 queues like that. So what I would like to load data from this file and do a scalability of data based on the year wise. In the real time, they do on the time year wise. Sometimes they do on the quarter wise, sometimes they do on the region wise. Europe data into one cube, North America data into one cube. Anything can be possible. Sorry. So I would like to go with semantic partition of it on the cubes. Right click. What is it? Clear the. Hmm. ఓకే, క్రియేట్ కాంపోజిట్ ప్రొవైడర్ అది ఉండిందా? ఈడు కూడా ఉందిలే. సారీ, కాంపోజిట్ ప్రొవైడర్ కాదు, నేను చూడండి. సిమాంటిక్ పార్టిషన్ వీ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ ఇట్ హియర్. ఏం ఒక్క నిమిషం, ఇవి డౌన్ ఉన్నట్టున్నాయి. ఇక్కడ ఉంది. ఉందా? కింద ఉందిలే. ఓకే. Okay, boss. Create. I want to create set of cubes. Okay, so just go with normal cube and just give some name, ZSPO. Just give it a ZSPO. Then demo SPO. I'm creating a cube. I want series of cubes. So I'll select the checkbox is what? Semantic partitioned objects. And say what? Create. I said YSPO. Okay. It's the simple topic. Okay, just get in. It's asking me to specify the structure of that cube. You want to create a cube, right? So structure of the cube. So I can choose some cube. Sales and bit no why sales. ఇదేనా మన ఫైల్కి దానికి ఆర్డర్ మంత్ నేమ్ వేరే ఏమన్నా I didn't want to create my info. మనకు గుర్తుంది ఫస్ట్ డెమో ఒకటి చేసిన వైట్ ట్రాన్ వాట్ వాజ్ ఇట్ because I didn't want to create my InfoObjects again. AW sales. అనుకుంటా ఇదన్న. సర్లేనా, ఐ విల్ చూస్ సమ్ InfoObjects. ZSLS doc ఉందా? Right, what else you got in the file? Month name, ZM name ఏదైనా ఇచ్చింటాను. ఓకే, ZM నేమ్, మిడిల్ నేమ్ పెడతా. సర్లే, మంత్ నేమ్ దాంట్లో పెట్టేస్తాను. ఓకే, సమ్ ఇన్ఫో పెట్. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ వాట్? క్యాలియర్, కస్టమర్, అది క్యార్ 2, ఇది 3 ఉందా? I can't use this customers. Okay, care 4 and here it is 3. Then product. 5 is fine. Z star CNTRY. The next is amount and quantities. So like I use country. Okay, done. Then key figure, okay. So my structure of the cube is done. It's not showing big one. ఇది మీకు క్లారిటీ రాదు. ఓకే, ఒకటి. సో ఫస్ట్ స్టెప్ ఈస్ వాట్? Maintain object. We just define the structure what you want, then say save. Okay, then click on this button, maintain partitions. Now it asking you, this partition ఏంటంటే the structure of the cube is same, but it has to create 5 cubes or 4 cubes depending on it, and the content of the cube should change based on what? Year. So mine is what I'll say year. Can I go with multiple fields in the partition? Year country wise cheyacha? Rendu. India 2015 separate cube, India 2000, I can go with that. Like this, maximum 6 columns can be used in the partitions. In SPO, maximum 6 columns can be used into the partitions columns. Okay, I've used only one. It will ask you one by one. Partition 1, year. I can take 6 fields to define a partition block. నాకు range ఏమొద్దు, single value. What is it? Let me name this as 2012. Add partition 2013. 2013. Add partition. If you deselect this, you can also give a range also. Okay, and I can use multiple fields for selection. Say year equal to 2014, countries equal to atla kuda ellochu. In that case, maximum 6 fields can be used into partitions. Okay, now scroll. There is one more step next. What is this? Start activation. అట్లా ఒక్కో స్టెప్ యాక్చువల్లీ పెద్దగా కనిపించింటే నీకు అన్నీ ఒకటే కనిపించింది. When I say start activation, it in fact creates those 3 cubes, 3 partitions కదా. With the definition of a cube, it creates 3 cubes for you, one for 2012, 13, 14, and okay, inbound info source, one outbound info source also will be created. I'll show you that once. Okay, boss. Once activation, then next what? Data source adugutademonna. We have not formatted data source yet. Let me just create one data source. ఆర్డర్ అప్పుడు తేడా వస్తుంది. Now okay, I'll go back to my screen. Now I'll say what, instead of creating transformations manually, system will create them automatically, create transformations. I'll tell you what is this info source. What it does is, say for example, I give you data source, right? And you connect to 3 cubes. Instead of doing what they have done is, it does format 3 cubes and one info source which is connected to 3 cubes as input info source, and you just have to link your data source to the info source. That's enough. So when you create an SPO, it creates one inbound info source and one outbound info source. And inbound info source will be connected to 3 cubes, and 3 cubes will be connected to one outbound info source. And if you want to load, you just have to connect your data source to inbound. If you want to extract, connect your outbound info source to your target. Okay, boss, done. Then say what? Activate. Then what? I want to create DTPs also. Go to next. So I've got 3 cubes, partition 12, 13, 14. Okay. I can I can create template DTP. just check create template DTP అని data source delta ఈ settings తో template I've just created. Okay, fine. And then based on this template I'm saying what select all this and say what generate assign. Okay, and now you say what automatically the DTPs will be created. And when I say assign, this DTP will be created based on the template what you defined. Okay. And automatically the DTPs will have the filter saying year is equal to 2012 and actually Partitioned automatically. And for this loading of this, if you want, you can create a project chain also automatically. Say create project chain. I'm going to kill the topic, but order process also can be created. Add, select this DTP, add, that's it, and say what generate, and process is getting created. Y SPO underscore load chain underscore 1. This is my process has been created, and you can see the process chain here. This is like SPOs completely. Now come back. In the SPO, okay. When I expand this SPO, you see the semantic partitions 12, 13, 14, and the description of the queue will be same as what you give in the partition name, not the value. I change the name. Remember partition 01 partition. I just change it. That's the one you get. And I gave it as YSPO and it formulates 1, 2, 3. It automatically inserts the technical key 1, 2, 3. Right click. I'll say show data flow. See, automatic for these 3 cubes, it has got one info source which is connected to these 3 cubes, and a data source is connected to this. Suppose if I want to extract data from these cubes, then already what happens? These 3 cubes are already connected to ఒక అవుట్బౌండ్ ఇన్ఫో సోర్స్ ఉంటుంది, అంటే అది ఎట్లా YSP underscore O, ఇది YSP underscore I అంతే. If you want to load data from these 3 to another cube అనుకో, create one more cube, connect the cube with YSP underscore O, which is outbound info source అంతే. ఆల్రెడీ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్మేషన్స్ ద DTP అన్ని క్రియేట్ అయ్యాయి. DTPలో కూడా ఫిల్టర్ ఎట్లా వచ్చింది, ఇది 2012 కదా, ఏందా రాలే, సరే చూద్దాం. అదే ఏదో వార్నింగ్ వచ్చిందంటే. లెట్స్ సీ. ప్రాసెస్ చైన్ క్రియేట్ into బస్. I can go to my process chain. What is mine? YSPO load chain 1 ఇదేనా, and my all this is ready. Okay, ఓన్లీ ఇది పెట్టినాడు. But look at this, my process has got only DTP scheduling, no info package. ఎందుకంటే info don't run my info package what లేకుండా, ఇది info package పెట్టిన లేదు, మనం అందుకు పెట్టలేదు. So let me just load data from that to the data source, then I'll trigger the chain. So from DTPs will run and then it has to get that. Shall I execute this? Look at the log. Delete index IP. Now it is running those 3 DTPs. ಆಯ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್. ఇక్కడ filtering is done in what? Filter is applied for 14 records. ఏదని కాదని చెప్తాను. Now if you go to SPO, you can see the partitions. You're seeing data for which year? 12. Atla where give it 2013, 14 like split. Okay, now boss. Suppose now I would like to extract data from all these 3 cubes and load into one cube again. Again, what I should, let's say I create some SPO demo target for SPO. You would load Jado, but I want to show you that outbound info source. Why SPO 0? Yep.
Outbound source created.
ಅದು ವಾಡೆ చూపిస్తాను అంతే. So I'll connect this cube, right click, say what? Transformations. And what I'll do, you can use this, or I'll say what? Info source, info source, YSPO, I వచ్చేసి inbound, O వచ్చేసి outbound. If I see this cube data flow, cube is connected with outbound info source, and outbound info source is connected to 3 cubes. And I start creating DTPs and start running. About 2012 choti, 13 choti, 4. DTPs are fine, but we could reduce transformations. Malli 3 create cheyakunda with one transformation I could connect those all the 3. Arthamaindandi? All the data is consolidated again. Okay, boss, fine. Good now without try gel. So we will leverage SPO directly. This is the option. Z Y SPO T2 అంటే you can connect the outbound info source and one more కొత్త flexibility you can straight away connect what SPO straight away. That's what అప్పుడు I don't need 3 DTPs. That's what I'm okay. See boss, we're able to leverage outbound info source. I can also connect my SPO also directly as a source to other targets. Outbound info is what more DTP goal. If I use SPO, single DTP is able to extract all the data and load it. Okay, boss, fine. This is SPO. That's it. And can I use SPO into multi-provider? So can I use them? Yes, good. So basically to simplify the scalability operations, to reduce your work into the implementation part where the process and database transformations, they're given a concept called SPO, semantic partition object. Okay, no, fine.